Alright, this is Joseph Bronson from the Misty Mountains of Oregon. As you can see, a bit misty out here, if you can see behind me here, all the mist up here. Anyway, I want to take a moment and talk to the dads out there. I want to talk to you about your daughters. I don't know how to broach this subject real well. Women are the most preyed upon segment of our society. And yet, they're the least likely to get involved in a self-defense program or a martial arts training program to strengthen themselves, not only to learn physically what they could potentially do in a self-defense situation, but simply to gain courage through the practice of the martial arts, which that's part of what it does. A big part of what it does is build a person's courage. And the more courage a person has with their body in the physical realm, especially a female, the less likely she is to be attacked in the first place. So it's a preventative measure. Get your daughters involved in the martial arts. And a lot of people say, well, it's not her thing. She really doesn't want to do it. Well, maybe math isn't her thing either. Or maybe science isn't her thing. Or maybe geography isn't her thing. Or maybe English isn't her thing. Whatever the class is that she's taking at school. But she still has to do it to graduate high school and hopefully go to college. Is that right? Well, maybe self-defense isn't her thing, but how important is it to you that she has this knowledge, ability, and understanding? It really is that simple. As a parent, you have to make the decision that some things your child just has to do that's good for them. So dads, moms too, but dads, come on. You don't want your daughter to be hurt. And a lot of dads have said to me out there, if anybody ever hurt my daughter or hurt my wife or, any female in their life, they'd just do this, that, and the other thing. And they're ridiculous because, number one, they wouldn't, because if they did, a lot of them would be in jail. And number two, if they did do what they're saying, we would have a very different society than we have right now. So really what I want to say about that is that, come on, dads, you're not going to be there when the problem occurs. You're not going to be there. It's impossible for you to be there because, you know what? The predator is going to look for a time when you're not around, which means that the damage has already been done. She's on her own. She turns 14, 15, 16 years old, starts going out with friends, starts dating. She's on her own. There's no one there but her. She has to have the knowledge, ability, and courage to defend herself. Come on, dads, help me out here. We got to get them involved in martial arts schools. Now, of course, I run the Mountain Warrior Kung Fu Academy in McMinnville, Oregon. Love for you to come on down. But any martial arts school that is good, there's some out there that aren't very good in terms of how they work. Not all martial arts schools are good. Look for a good one. But any self-defense knowledge from any good school is going to be very helpful in securing her safety. Are there any guarantees? Well, absolutely not. It's like saying you have insurance on your car so that you're guaranteed not to get in a wreck. That's not true. But it is something that is very valuable, very important, and you're going to be helping her build the courage and have the knowledge to deal with a potential situation if it were to occur. Let's hope and pray it doesn't. But come on, we need to be a little bit more proactive. We have parents signing up their sons all the time because boys are into, martial arts and fighting, and it's not about that. It's not about fighting, and they learn that after a while, and a lot of them quit because it's not about fighting. It's about becoming a better and stronger person and understanding self-defense principles and being able to defend themselves, being able to fight better. Yes, that is part of it, but it's so much more than that. And we need to get our daughters involved as well. It's vitally important, and I'll keep trying to persuade you of this. All you have to do is look at the stats. Look at how many girls are victimized. Let's not let your daughter be one of those. All right, thank you.